Good morning or good afternoon. My name is Aileen Gonzalez. Thank you for taking the time out of your day today to interview me. A little bit about myself is that I am a recent graduate from the University of Cal State Fullerton, where I graduated with a bachelor's in finance back in 2025. While the past 3.5 years have been hectic, juggling internships, coursework, personal responsibilities, and leadership opportunities, it has been one of the most rewarding times of my life at the moment. I've been very fortunate and blessed to have held multiple internships at Northrop Grumman, where I was a part of the compliance team and the contracts team. It's been incredibly rewarding, and it has also given me the opportunity to transition into a full-time employee as a data analyst in sectors contracts at Northrop Grumman. I'm beyond blessed, and it has motivated me to continue learning and seeing what else there is to offer, and has motivated me to continue learning so that way I can better contribute to my company where I've been and have been incredibly grateful for. The next question is, where do I see myself with the next 3 to 5 years? And on all honesty, the next 3 to 5 years, I hope to have either be wrapping up my MBA program or continue immersing myself in my MBA program. But most importantly, career-wise, I hope to be a contributing leader to my company that I will be working at that time. I hope to be in a position where I am leading a team, where I am overseeing a team and providing valuable knowledge to my department, to my company. I want to be a focal point and a source of knowledge to my peers. I hope to use all of my knowledge from my previous work experience and also my MBA program and be this source and be this focal point that my peers can come to and rely on. That's where I hope to be within the next 3 to 5 years. Also, continuing moving up that corporate ladder. Now, the next question is, what is my long-term dream job? And you might have picked up on it already in the previous question, but my long-term dream job is to be working at a company at like Spotify in contracts. While I am not someone who can play the guitar or makes music, I definitely am someone who can read and connect with people. And it would be an absolute dream of mine to have people call me up and be like, hey, Aileen, I need you to check if this artist is being compliant with A through Z in our contracts, or I need you to draft me up a contract, or I need you to read this contract. What is your opinion? I want to be a direct point of information. I want to become a source of information specifically in contracts at a company like Spotify, because I am so passionate about music, and why not combine my passion in music and my knowledge in contracts and merge them together and make something great. That is my dream role, my dream long-term goal, my dream job. That is my dream job, to become a point of source of knowledge in contracts at a company called Spotify or Apple Music, but definitely something with music, Warner Brothers or something like that. But definitely I want to become a point of source of contracts. Yeah. The next question is, what am I doing to prepare for graduate school? And to be completely honest with you, I have always known that I wanted to go to get to my MBA. From the moment I stepped onto Cal State Fullerton campus, even prior to it, I knew that I wanted to get my MBA. I knew that I wanted to graduate in 3 years and focus on getting an MBA. However, the universe and God had other plans, and unfortunately my brother passed away, which led me to step up a little bit more, a lot more, a whole lot more. And I ended up getting my degree in 3.5 years, which is still a great accomplishment. Nonetheless, it's an accomplishment in itself, getting a degree despite the circumstances that I was in mentally and physically. Sorry. But what I've been doing to prepare for my graduate school, most importantly, is that one, I've kept the memory of my brother wanting me to go get my MBA. But two, is I've continued to take small community classes and push myself to get out there as I once had an older brother that was my mentor. I don't have that anymore. And I've pushed myself out of my comfort zone to seek mentors that have gone through this MBA program, that are very well accomplished people that I can learn from. Even at my own workplace, I push myself out of my comfort zone, talk to new people every day, and to gain that new leadership. And that's what I've been doing to prepare myself for graduate school, and also pushing boundaries within school. Despite my brother passing and having to take on more personal responsibilities, I was still working a full-time job while going to school full-time, challenging myself mentally every day. And it wasn't easy, but that's how I've been preparing for graduate school, pushing myself to limits that I didn't even know that I was capable of reaching. But because of those limits that I pushed and boundaries that I pushed within myself that I would have been too scared to take, they benefited me, because now I know what I am able to accomplish both mentally and physically. And that's how I've been preparing for master school, my MBA school. And that's how I've been preparing for my MBA.